Everyone's always like, I can't wait to be a MILF. I can't wait. Okay, well, I don't want kids. So I guess I'll just be hot and old.
What are the chances that this lady suffers from narcissistic personality disorder?
I'd say there's a high probability.
And it's comical that she thinks that being hot when she's old is a choice.
I had to reply to this.
Dating in your 40s is like shopping in a thrift store and looking for the least damaged thing.
This is what I've said ever since I became a single person again at the age of 35.
For the wall.
She then goes on to say that if you're past the age of 35, then you're probably dating in the hope that you'll find someone's lost treasure.
But basically knowing you're looking through everybody else's trash. Probably past is best, but you can probably fix it up. That is essentially what dating is like past the age of 35.
What she's failed to add here is that this is not the case for men. If a man does the work, he never needs to look through the trash ever again.
If a man pays your bills, what exactly do you think you should be doing for him? Nothing. Showing up.
You serious?
From my personal experience, a man that is confident in his masculine energy, that's a protector and provider, he doesn't ask me what I bring to the table, bitch. He's not worried about what I bring to the table. He's the table, he brings the table, he puts shit on the table, and pulls out my seat in the meantime.
Most women, when asked what they bring to the table, issue the following response.
Someone asks, what do you bring to the table? I am the table! Damn!
But according to the creator of the original video, it's conversely, the man's job to be the table. The woman's job is to simply show up.
When a woman feels protected, provided for, etc., you're going to see her in her most feminine energy. Why? Because the man has created this space to allow her to feel safe enough to be that. So if your woman isn't feeding you, giving you that love, warm, feminine, tender attention that you guys so massively crave, it's likely because you, as a man, have fallen short.
Like many ladies who offer advice on relationships and dating, she has such a certainty of her own opinion. Such certainty often leads to a lack of critical thinking and rational argumentation.
You're goddamn right.
So I want to use her content to make a wider point. Because this type of ill-informed advice runs rampant on social media. The core of this bias is the Dunning-Kruger Effect.
In 1999, David Dunning and Justin Kruger, two social psychologists, discovered that people are exceptionally poor judges of their own abilities, revealing a cognitive bias that impacts almost everyone on the planet.
The lady featured in the previous video overestimates her ability at dating.
Like a date.
Like a date or like a date.
She likely thinks she's intelligent, so she assumes that she's capable of giving dating advice that's better than the average person. But dating is a complicated game that she clearly knows almost nothing about.
In other words, this person has a distorted perception of their own abilities. They fail to accurately predict their performance on a given task because they overestimate their intelligence. They're extremely confident in their abilities even though they don't know what they're doing. This is the Dunning-Kruger Effect at work.
I'm so bloody clever.
Does this next set of clips suggest that she's intelligent enough to be imparting rational argumentation founded upon critical thinking?
Don't date men. If you do, don't put in too much effort. They're not going to appreciate it anyway. Your coochie can be used as bait, but your mind is the real weapon. That's the one that's going to go in for the kill.
That's crossing the line.
Why is anyone dating men anymore?
Straight women, I have one question. Are you okay? Because I'm sitting here thinking, to have absolutely no other options besides the male species is a f***ing horror film.
God, you're sick.
According to Bertrand Russell, the fundamental cause of trouble in the modern world is because the stupid are cocksure, while the intelligent are full of doubt.
Bingo.
This lady is severely lacking when it comes to understanding how to learn. This is a process often referred to as metacognition.
Metacognition is the awareness of your own thought processes. It's being able to plan, monitor, and access your own performance and understanding. It's like your brain's way of grading itself. In their research, Dunning and Kruger discovered that the less people know about a subject, the lesser their metacognitive ability around that subject.
Showing up.
This is what makes them unaware of their own incompetence. And this is a very strange thing, because it means that oftentimes, the loudest person in the room is usually the one who knows the least.
I'm a tarot reader, and most of the clients that I get are always asking about an ex. Men are like children. They will take advantage of it.
Virgo moons. You guys literally manifest your own diseases.
Holler if you hear me. Ugh.
Obviously, anyone who places value in tarot reading and astrology is a simpleton.
Boom. Roasted.
The sad thing is that people who know the least are also the people who are least likely to take up a learning opportunity.
Facts!
Education leads to understanding and humility. This stops a small amount of knowledge from being such a dangerous thing.
How many of you think the educational system is working? One girl, thank you. I learned to read.
When I listen to post-wall ladies talk about dating, it's clear that the Dunning-Kruger Effect constantly contaminates their thinking. Because they are incompetent and unaware, they will constantly make poor choices.
I slept with a lot of people. Not proud of it, but it happened.
I did it all for the nookie.
And I will be damned if I have any kind of regret or feel shameful for how much I've had.
She's the village bicycle.
The woman who made those choices had no self-worth. She was scraping for any kind of attention.
Everyone's had a ride.
She was using her really messy divorce as an excuse to drink heavily and a lot of dudes.
That's nasty.
If any of this resonates with you, I want to make sure that one part sticks out.
Freaky, diggy business.
Acknowledge the excuse and don't feel shameful.
What a loser.
When used correctly, shame is a valuable tool that can help us meet our own expectations and live up to our values.
Shame on you.
Shame sometimes tells us we need to pay attention and work harder.
We'll do better next time, sir.
If a lady feels shame after a one-night stand, she might think that she should drink less and be more careful next time.
I am done with booze.
How's somebody supposed to start dating in their 50s when they done been married their whole life? Like, I mean, what does that even look like? Where do you find these people? You know, well, I mean, I found my last one online, so.
Raw dog and some randoms.
Clearly that did not work out for me, so I won't be swiping on anybody, but, you know. And then what are you dating for? You know, like, are you dating with a purpose, you know, for like a future husband? Or are you just dating to play?
Dating to play will scarcely yield good outcomes. But the harsh truth is that a woman dating in her 50s has limited leverage to bargain with. Many men will view her as being a liability or see her as a net negative and lacking in utility. Similar to how women in their prime view at least 80% of men.
Very true.
You know, with age involved, are y'all like on the same playing field? I'm sorry, but if they got any kids at home, that's a no. I don't know where to start. I don't even know what to talk about. Okay, like, and I mean, I'm gonna have to do a complete background check on somebody before I even. This is terrifying, to be honest with you.
And whose fault is that?
I think you know exactly whose fault that is.